Now let us talk about few practical steps, and these are scientific as well, which you can implement to reduce your blood sugar spikes and keep your blood sugar level within the healthier range, preferably below 120 mgdl in whole of your day. Number one is what I call as two-factor analysis. Whenever you eat anything, whenever you eat any carbohydrate-rich food, carbohydrate-laden food, sugar-laden food, you will have to keep into your mind two things. One is the glycemic index of that food, and the second is glycemic load of that food. For example, if you eat one small candy, it may have around 2 to 3 grams of carbohydrates, and instead if you eat one chapati, it will have around 30 grams of carbohydrate. So at one side it is 2 to 3 grams of carbohydrate, and at the other side it is around 30 grams of carbohydrate. Though the glycemic index are different, the glycemic index of the candy will be much higher, so it will be released into the bloodstream much faster, but that will be only 2 to 3 grams of glycemic load. And on the other hand, the glycemic load of the chapati will be 30 grams, but it will be released over a period of time, over one and a half hour. So you will always have to think about the glycemic index and glycemic load and have to bring about a balance between them. That is because we do not want sugar to be too high in our body and for a too long period of time. Both factors are important. The amount of sugar is also important, and the time for it remains into our bloodstream is also important. That is why balancing glycemic index and glycemic load is the key. Second, always take a heavy breakfast with a lot of fats and protein. Two things it leads to. One, it does not raises your blood sugar level much. Secondly, it literally keeps your energy levels high during the daytime. It keeps you satiated for around 3, 4, even 5 to 6 hours if you take a large amount of protein and fat in the first meal of your day. Another point which is basically related to this point only, that you should be eating a lot of fats and protein in the first meal of your day so that you are satiated for longer period of time, you have low sugar cravings, is that you should be avoiding fruits as your first meal of your day. Well, it has become a tradition in India that many people are preaching that you should be having fruits as the first meal of your day, and they attach somewhere to Ayurveda or somewhere. But that may be dreadful for your body, that may be dangerous to your body, because fruits are laden with carbohydrates. They are nutritionally not very much dense. They are mostly carbohydrate and sugar. So if you eat carbohydrates that also fast releasing carbohydrate with high glycemic index in the first meal of your day, you will again have an insulin spike and then a low and then again sugar craving, and this cycle keeps on repeating. Third hack which we can implement in our daily life is that adding fiber or salads to your food to each and every of your meal in the start. This will actually decrease the overall glycemic index of your overall food composition. Fourth, whenever you want to have desserts or whenever you want to have sweets, either have them at the end of your meal, first thing, or if you want to have sweets out of your meal routine, you might add nuts to it, right? There are two things why you should be adding nuts to it. One thing, that nuts are rich in fats, and the fat will again reduce the absorption rate of sugar from the dessert, and it will eventually lead to lower sugar spike and lower insulin spike and prevent you from the cycles of spikes and cravings. Secondly, the nuts are very well mixed with the desserts. That means nuts do not degrade the taste of your desserts, and in some cases it can also enhance the taste of your dessert because it has a lot of fats which enhance the taste of your various food items. Fifth, adding vinegar or lemon juice to high carbs food. So whenever you are having a high carb meal, you may front load it with either salad, or you can front load it with vinegar or lemon juice. Vinegar and lemon juice have been shown to reduce your blood sugar spikes by up to 30%. And if you can, then Front load any of your high carb meal with a lot of salad, dressed with a lot of vinegar or lemon juice.